Happy Home Paradise is the very first paid DLC released for Animal Crossing New Horizons, and it has seemingly taken the Animal Crossing community by storm, with many players reporting that they are now addicted and obsessed and can't put the game down and sold their soul to Lottie, whatever that means. It's pretty safe to say that everyone loves the DLC. I think Nintendo sprinkled some extra little Nintendo magic pixie dust into this DLC, and it got me thinking, like, why exactly? Why are people obsessed with this? Why is this interior decorating DLC so popular and so addictive? So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. I just want to chat about it. I just want to speculate. I just want to spout out random nonsense. But before we get into it, I am very excited, very happy to say that this video is sponsored by GlassesUSA.com, our very first repeat sponsor. Give it up for GlassesUSA.com. Thank you so much for working with me again. Oh my goodness. You guys know I wear glasses in every single one of my videos. I wear glasses every day. They are essential for me to live, for me to walk around, for me to function. But at the same time, I want to look cute. I want to look stylish. I don't want to break the bank, and I don't want to sacrifice quality either. That's why I love getting my glasses from GlassesUSA.com. They make life easier by cutting out the middleman, and they offer prescription sunglasses and glasses at up to 70% off of retail prices. They're super affordable. You can get a complete pair of sunglasses and eyeglasses starting at $30, and basic prescriptions come with every single frame. They actually have over 9,000 styles of eyeglasses and sunglasses, and that's including their in-house brands like Muse and Amelia E, and designer brands like Ray-Ban and Gucci. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by the amount of choices, they even have a quiz that you can take. It only takes about a minute, and it just asks you a couple of questions and will be able to suggest the right pair of glasses based on your face shape and your needs. And the best part is, you don't have to waste gas, you don't have to waste time, you just order them online. And GlassesUSA.com even has a virtual try-on tool on the website, which really helps you find the right pair and see if they're gonna look good on your face. I used it when I was trying to decide what pairs I was gonna get, and it was super helpful. I've been loving these frames so much. I don't know what it is about them. I think they're kind of like a square and rounded shape at the same time. I don't know what it is. It's a very special frame. I do love getting black frames for those days that I want to be a little more classy, you know, and maybe just a little more muted color-wise. So these are super awesome. I've been loving these so much. And then on the total opposite end of the spectrum, we have these bad boys. Chunky, purple, adorable, cute. I love them. And then we have this tortoiseshell pair. I love these two. The shape of these frames is also really nice. I really like how these look on me too. And I love the tortoiseshell pattern. Some people might say it's a little bit grandma style, but grandma chic is in. And this is gonna look so cute with like my little like knit sweaters, you know, for fall. I feel like these are so perfect. And lastly, we have a pair of sunglasses, of course. I had to grab myself a little pair of sunglasses. These remind me of my mom, which is kind of random, but my mom always wears sunglasses with similar frames as these, so might be cheesy, but these make me feel a little bit closer to my mom because now I have matching sunglasses. How cute is that? So to shop for your own pair of glasses, use my link down in the description below and enjoy free shipping and a risk-free shopping experience with a 100% money-back guarantee. Thank you again to GlassesUSA.com for sponsoring this video, and now let's talk about the DLC. As we were saying earlier, a lot of people are saying that they are addicted to Happy Home Paradise, and I'm having people coming into my stream chat telling me that they finished 50 vacation homes already. I see my fellow content creators streaming only Happy Home Paradise and for hours and hours at a time, just getting lost in the sauce, just getting lost in the DLC and, you know, telling themselves, okay, just one more house, and suddenly it's been like 8 hours. So I just want to talk about this a little bit, and none of this is gonna be like statistical or factual. It's all just my opinions and ramblings and thoughts. So while we talk about this, while we discuss it, I am having my little speed build going here in the background of my two most recently completed vacation homes. I hope you enjoy that. I really love these ones that I did. These are my best two yet. I feel like I'm getting better at decorating interiors finally. I've been practicing with the first couple of homes that I did, so I hope you enjoy that. I jotted down the 5 reasons why I think this DLC is so addicting. Really, these are just my personal reasons. These can be totally different for every single person, and I'll kind of get into that. but it may not be the reasons that you are in love with the game. So if you have a different perspective, of course, feel free to leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear it. I am going to be making, you know, kind of those main 5 points that I was talking about. So if any of those resonate with you, I would definitely love to hear it. Or if you have a totally different experience from these main points I'm about to make, then feel free to let me know too. And while writing down these 5 reasons, I realized that Nintendo, whether intentionally or not, they kind of solved a multitude of problems or gripes that different kinds of players had with the game. And I can't really explain this without going into the 5 points, so let's just let's just get into them. So the first one being decorating now has a purpose. Of course, in the mainline game previously, you would decorate to get to 3 stars. You decorate your island to get to 3 stars, unlock KK, and then you keep decorating in order to get to 5 stars. And getting to 5 stars doesn't necessarily have a reward, I guess. You do get the Lily of the Valley, which is cool. But some people aren't going to feel rewarded by that. Maybe people who don't even use flowers on their island or hate the flowers in Animal Crossing. Of course, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you get anything else from getting to 5 stars, right? I haven't been at 5 stars in a while, so I wouldn't know, but do correct me if I'm wrong. But especially for decorating interiors, there's no reward for doing that. Aside, yes, from Happy Home Academy. Do not come at me in the comments. I know there's Happy Home Academy, but let's be real. Do we really want Happy Home Academy's stupid little trophies and banners? No, I don't. Who does? Who does? But all of this to say, the DLC rewards you for playing. The DLC rewards you for decorating. But of course, you literally get paid to decorate. You get paid to decorate vacation homes. You get that coin. You get that paper every single time, guaranteed 100%, and it increases on top of that, which is awesome. I did just get my first promotion, I know. You unlock a ton of stuff. I'm not very far along into the DLC. I just completed the school and I unlocked amiibo scanning. That's about how far I am along. But I have been rewarded so many times for decorating. You unlock items indirectly because you're able to shop at the Poke Shop and spend your Poke. So you're unlocking new items for your island. You're getting rewarded with items for your island. You unlock new DIYs. Nico literally gave me a DIY for wall partitions, and you unlock that feature as well that you can use back home on your own island. And of course, you're also unlocking upgrades and like new features to use while you're in the DLC exclusively. Like I did just recently unlock the ability to use hybrid flowers in villager yards and stuff like that. So when you're playing the DLC, you really feel this sense of progression and you have this reward system. You have all these rewards coming at you, and it just like encourages people to keep going. And I feel like this model, this encouragement and these rewards that we keep getting really encourages people who previously did not care about decorating to decorate. Or maybe they still don't care about decorating, maybe they don't even like interior decorating, but they still play and they still do it because you're literally unlocking rewards, you're getting stuff for your own island, and it's worth it. It's so worth it to buy this DLC and to play and to decorate, and it's awesome. So it really feels like decorating has like such a purpose. You know, there's a gazillion reasons for you to decorate. Of course, I mean that's the whole DLC, but you know what I mean. Compared to interior decorating on your own island, it feels so fulfilling and so rewarding. Like I said, I feel like that really entices those players who are kind of like whatever about decorating, especially interior decorating. So I think it's really cool. That's my first point. And then my second point is on the totally opposite end of the spectrum, but I feel like this update brings more creative freedom. I mean, of course, we literally have this whole new system for decorating the outside yards of villager houses or vacation homes. It's so awesome. You don't have to get down there and do the hard labor yourself of, you know, digging trees and flowers. You literally just like pop, 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 done. It's so awesome. And there's these new features that have gotten introduced as well, like the wall partitions and the, shining, buffing, I forget what it's called. You know what I mean, the sparkles. So for the player base who already really loves interior decorating and designing, there's just more for them. They are going to be more satisfied, more well fed by Nintendo with these new features and this little broader sense of creativity. So for the people who already enjoy putting together a cute little bakery interior or whatever, there's just more stuff for them to do and more stuff for them to play with, and it's gonna feel more engaging, you know, more stimulating, whatever. Sounds like they're sounds like they're like a cat with a lick mat. You know what I mean? I see everywhere on Twitter people who are already posting amazing interiors, are just having a total blast with the new features, especially the walls. People are doing crazy stuff with the walls. I don't know how you guys do it. Your brains so much bigger than mine. So there's more room for creativity in this DLC for those people who, you know, just love a good interior, who are already having a blast. There's just more for them to eat. Nintendo keeping us well fed. Number 3, there is no grinding for items. Now, I have been playing the DLC on my island where I already have a lot of stuff unlocked. I've already, you know, unlocked KK, upgraded all my buildings. I've already had a decent catalog of items. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't need to have items on your main island to decorate in the DLC. The DLC already provides, you know, set furniture for you, and I believe in the beginning you don't have access to your items, like your home storage, but I believe you do unlock that later on, which I haven't gotten to yet, which is even more stuff. But all that to say, you don't need to go and time travel a bunch to get items, go to Nook's Cranny every day. You don't need to go on a trading spree on Discord servers. You don't need to go on Nookazon and buy a bunch of stuff. Maybe you don't have a lot of bells. Maybe you don't have a lot of Nook Mile tickets. Maybe you don't have time to do all of that. I feel if you're a busy person, this DLC is so perfect for you because you can just pop in, decorate a home. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to get your own items. You don't have to bring your own stuff. All of it is provided, and you can just pop right back out and you're done. For example, my boyfriend, he has not played a lot of Animal Crossing, but he has played enough and he has not played the DLC either. But when I was describing all of these new features to him and telling him that all of the items were already included, he was like, oh my god, that sounds amazing, that sounds perfect. Because something that he absolutely did not want to do and was kind of one of the reasons why he stopped playing was he just didn't have enough items, and he just didn't feel like, and he didn't have the time to go and like do trades and stuff like I do, and you know, ask on Discord servers or ask their friends or whatever. So he was really intrigued actually by the fact that all of the furniture was already provided, and for people like him, you know, it's a great feature. Like I said, I think the DLC is perfect for you if you're busy. Number 4, there's a little bit of guidance in this DLC, of course. Every villager that you talk to on your little beach, they already have their theme picked out. They already know what they want. There's already items, 3 base items that they want you to go off of. This can either be a blessing or a curse. It depends on the type of player that you are. I have seen people complain about the pre-selected items. They said that they had a vision for what they wanted to do for a villager, and then they had to include like something dumb. I kind of do agree though, low-key. For Marty's, I forget what it was like a come and go calorie castle or something like that. And it includes a yoga mat. Like, why a purple yoga mat? It was the worst. I literally just used it as like a doormat. I was like, I'm not including a yoga mat area, no. But the point I'm trying to make is there's a little bit of guidance, you know, there's already a theme to go off of. You don't have to think of themes. You don't have to think of like, oh, how am I gonna decorate this? Some of the furniture in the early stages, at least where I'm at now, they do only give you certain furniture. You can only pick from this little pool in the beginning, and I feel like that is really beneficial for people who maybe just don't want to think about that stuff, or they try to and maybe they struggle. If there was none of this guidance at all, if there was just all the items for you to choose from, and the villagers were like, whatever you want to do, you can pick whatever theme. Maybe people wouldn't like it as much, certain people, because they have a hard time thinking of themes. They just have a hard time, you know, envisioning a vision for an interior. But since the villagers already provided for you, there's a little bit of guidance there, a little bit of hand holding for you. But for me, it entices me to go out of my comfort zone. For example, I recently did Sprinkle, and I forget what hers was, but I used a lot of the frozen furniture, and she went in like a little frozen biome. It was really cute. I don't really use the frozen furniture that often, and then I just mixed in like blue and white colors. It was really nice. So of course the guidance isn't like super restrictive or anything. For me, I don't see it as restrictive. I see it as just ways to try out new themes, new little aesthetics, use new furniture, use stuff that maybe I haven't used before. Same with the pre-selected items. It's kind of like a little challenge, like, how am I gonna incorporate this stupid purple yoga mat? Stuff like that. But for people who maybe just can't think of that stuff on the fly, or they have a hard time doing it, or they just don't have time, they don't want to sit there and try to think of a theme for like 10 minutes, then it can definitely be a helping hand. It can definitely be useful and helpful. So I definitely think that people who have struggled to think of builds and think of ideas and think of like furniture color schemes and stuff like that, this is a really big help to them, and they are playing the DLC because, you know, they have that little bit of assistance. And number 5 is the very last and most obvious one. There is so much new stuff. Everything's new and bright and shiny and exciting, and we're unlocking things, and we're seeing freaking Lottie, and we're seeing Nico, and he's so cute, and I want to eat him, and Wardell is so cute, and every day we get to see new villagers on the beach, and we don't know what's coming next. There's just all this excitement, all this cool stuff. We're unlocking new facilities and just learning so many new things that of course people are going to want to play it. Of course, all I want to do is play the DLC and like forget that my Leapfrog Island even exists. Leave my villagers to starve. The DLC is just jam-packed with stuff to do and so much fun that of course people are gonna play it. So if any of those 4 points didn't resonate with you, then that one has to for sure. So all in all, the DLC, I feel like it really does appeal to all kinds of players, fixes their problems like I was talking about. It appeals to people who really aren't that much into decorating, because now their decorating has a purpose and they'll be more enticed to do it. It appeals to people who already love decorating because now there's new features and new shiny toys to play with. It appeals to players who really don't have a lot of time because they don't have to go and waste time grinding for items. They can just pop in and out and decorate a home and just go make their soup or whatever. And it appeals to players who need a little bit more guidance with their decorating, and that is totally fine. And of course it appeals to people who just want to experience more Animal Crossing content. So all of those reasons combined are why I think the DLC has such a freaking chokehold on us and why everyone is so addicted to it. Gotta say, Nintendo, you did a really good job with this one. Again, I don't know what pixie dust magic you sprinkled on this DLC, but it's amazing. And also don't forget to use my link down below to shop for your own pair of glasses at glassesusa.com. And again, let me know your thoughts. If you have a totally different perspective, if you have a totally different reason why you love this DLC, let me know down below. And actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, scratch this whole video. I know why people are addicted to the DLC. It's